3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Rosen on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. 54. I'm coming. Jim.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch gears. Out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Cameron Batson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, a run with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We got three. Check 15. Check 99. Check the backer.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Monday.
Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch 9, watch 9. Watch out, Monday. Tight end right. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Hey, orbit.
Now it's Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, we got 4. Hey, alert. Hug. Get wide. Smooth.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, come on.
Rosen will throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, nickel. Slam. Watch safety creeping.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught by Cup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 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 check.
Off the toss, Cohen. Ten yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't breathe. 36. You gonna take it. You got that.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I'm here all day. Watch the eye. Go. Check 31. On the flat. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up. Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Pass.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 49, check 49. Shoot. 45. Alert.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
6-man. Check curls.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Right check 33. Watch the pass. Stick down. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Check, crunch. Kill.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch. Check, check. Fresno. Slam.
2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Lucky.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, team. Mike 5-4. I got you. Joker. Come on. Showing up. He's coming. We got double up.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Double dog. That's the way. Check 52. Hey, alert. Mike, 53.
Protein spill.
Hey. Check 3. Chance.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. That's complete. It's Collins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Shit. Bang.
They try again with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, G. Here I come. Alert 3. Under 10.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. Get the pitch roll. 58. Come on. Off the flat.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The screen pass here to Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Defense is getting
They'll drop the throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Go, go. Check three, check three. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 50, check 50. Check 99, check 99. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. This will go for 5 up to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Monday. Quarter. Hey, wahoo!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
80 weapons.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run again on first down. Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger.